young, young. But they dig their pit and they waiting to see me falling in.
Yo, why go on YouTube? What you guys are saying, YouTube? So yeah, out for a ride again with my brother-in-law. Say what going to my brother? What going there, brother? What going there, brother? Whoa. Them Viewropes. I'm out here riding with my brother today. We're rocking the new vest and new visor. So yeah, man, I'm happy I got the bike fixed in time to come out and ride with my brother. Most importantly, you know, fucking, I'm feeling a lot better as well, so I'm able to come out and enjoy myself. See how that cornfield's cut with the shit in the middle? That's because they grow fucking high grade herb all up in the corn. And Canada, well. Oh, setting up. See if we got some good lean angle here. Oh, he begged for it. Not fast enough. I had to do some Mr. Fix-It shit to get this shit back up and running. I'm telling you, man. A little bit of super glue in the components. Yeah, get her back up and running, you know? I hope that whatever that sound is okay. I always grew up around bikes. Anybody from where I'm from pretty much is brought up around bikes and shit. You all got a general sense of how to fix shit when it comes to vehicles, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it reminds me when I was young, probably about 12, 13 years old. I was working for this construction / landscaping company. These cars are gonna fuck us for this nice turn. It was construction and landscaping company, and you know, one day I show up to work, and these guys show up in a truck, and they have a motorcycle in the back, like similar to the one that I showed before, similar to the Suzuki that I spoke about previously. But they show up with this motorcycle. And I'm like, hell yeah, you know. Then they're like, oh, you know, we found it in the bushes and the vines. Guy said we could have it. So they allowed me to work on this bike, man. They pretty much just like let me work on it. So I was getting paid. I was at work. You know, I was on the hour. I was on the clock. I was getting paid. But yeah, man. So I ended up getting this bike working. Like, it had a lock on it and shit, and the guy didn't have a key. So the handlebar lock was on there. I had to kick the handlebar lock off so I could get fucking access to steering and shit. So yeah, man, I ended up just unplugging the ignition and getting the bike to run. And I was underage to even ride it. Like I said, I was like 12 or 13 years old, something like that. And I pretty much rode the bike home. I picked up one of my boys, one of my good friends, and we went out on this to this BMX track, man. Oh, it was the time of my life, man, having a street bike on a BMX track. Man, I was jumping the camel humps, and oh, that shit was a good time, man. Eventually, I tried to clear the tabletop, but I cased the jump. One sec. on the track there was this one jump, like the biggest jump out there was the tabletop. I wanted to clear the tabletop so bad, so I went for it. I geared up, I foot clutched it, I got up, got some air, and I came up short. Whack! Broke the swing arm in half, man. It was barely even hanging on type of shit, man. But you know, I did tow my boy there, you know, he was on the back, so I had to ride him all the way back to our house and shit. So yeah, I had to ride all the way back to my house with him on the back. The tire rubbing up underneath the fucking fender because the swing arm's like pretty much cracked and broken. We ended up trying to get the bike fixed. I left it at my boy's house. He was showing up at the dump trying to find old bikes where we could piece a swing arm off of it. And he found the swing arm, but it was too much work to get it off of the junk frame. So we ended up taking a swing arm that was for a Yamaha model similar to the Suzuki model that my bike was. It's pretty funny. We got the swing arm on, it bolted on okay, but on my swing arm was supposed to be flat, but on the Yamaha swing arm it's raised. It was like we got one of them on, but the second shock was like virtually impossible to put on. Like, I mean impossible. I was standing up on the swing arm, like pulling up on the seat and shit and wrenching down on the swing arm, and we could not get the shock on for nothing, man. We went to go try it with see how it ran with one shock pretty much, and yeah, he went to test ride it down the hill, but he forgot to hook the back brake up. So when he actually hit the back brake, it fucking well hooked around the tire, spun around the tire, and ripped the whole the brake line, ripped it right the fuck out of the bike, man. There was no more brake on that bike. Back brake was done, so we just took the rest of it off pretty much, and we kind of ran it with one shock, man. It was a deadly piece of work, that thing was. My parents probably don't even know this, kind of hope they don't watch it, but I rode that thing to work every now and again. So yeah, I rode the bike to work that one morning, and on my lunch break I took it to go into the city to get myself something to eat. Hungry as fuck. So I used it to my fuck. So I used the bike to my advantage to go get something to eat. On my way to the city, I saw a friend waiting in a bus stop, and I pulled in to speak to her. She was like on the opposite side of the road, and as I'm just chilling there talking to her, I mean, the bike looked stolen, you know what I mean? It was a piece of shit. I did not have a license to ride it, let alone even be of age to ride it. And while I was in that bus stop talking to her, a police officer pulls over into the bus stop across from me. Man, I freaked the fuck out because the bike didn't have a key and the ignition was pulled. There's no way for me to start it but to bump start the bike. So I get off, run, and I bump start it, man, and I just fucking take off like a bat out of hell. I end up turning down this one-way street, and I just started flying down the street. Never been down it before, and there was this long, sharp left-hand turn, and it was pretty much a blind turn. And when I had come around the apex of the turn, there was an immediate right turn I had to make. And right in front of me was a driveway, and the sharp right that I had to take was the rest of the road. And I pretty much froze and then grabbed brake, man. As I said, there was no back brake on the bike, so I down geared ferociously. I ended up grabbing a fistful of front brake, and the bike handlebars kind of went like that on me, and I flew over the top of the handlebars, man. The bike pretty much stopped it, and I went over the top of it, and I ended up landing, my helmet popped off, man, and I slid for so long, man. For so long I slid. It was pretty ridiculous. And I ended up pretty much shaving down all the skin on my forearm. I mean, absolutely every last inch of my forearm was shaved down. They said you have 7 layers of skin, and I went through 5.5, 6. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, man, the cops never ever caught up to me. It was pretty good. I ended up getting away pretty good, but I made out pretty fucked up, man. At the end of it, I had a scar, man. The scar was like the length of my forearm, and I was able to peel it off. It was pretty gross. But yeah, man, stopped here at this conservation area to try to see a pretty nice view. I know how you guys like to call, how Baker X Derek likes to call it Viewropes. Ooh, what's that? I don't know, what is that? Because we're jamming. What? What you want? I wanna jam with you. Ooh, yeah. We're jamming. Holy shit, look at that. What about that for a view?
They don't used to come here, used to fucking be able to dive off of all this.
Yeah?
I dove off of it.
Oh wow, man, I'd love to dive off of this. I'd do it. I'd start from there.
Over there?
That's where I'd start from if it's deep enough.
Yeah, it is. Better one.
Yeah?
Just like this one.
This is sick. Yeah? You got another one?
Smoke. So you can smoke in the house.
Yeah, that's what's up though.
Them know me a the boss for the same thing. Every girl that come and say them want give me plenty. Yes, that's